In the last video, there were a couple of things that I didn't actually quite get working right, and I think I've managed to resolve those now. And there were a couple of things I missed out as well, so let's just jump onto those and have a look at those very briefly. So I have host 1 and our Nexus switch open, and what I was trying to do previously is if I have a look here, and we had Ibrahim last time trying to log in, 10.1.1.10. Guys, I have a request from you. If you're enjoying the free content, I'm looking to increase my subscriber count to 4,000 subscribers by June. But I can only do that if you give me the play special. Do you want to know what the play special is? Press like and yeah, subscribe. Okay, back to the video. Now you see that he's trying to log in, and if he enters his password in incorrectly once, twice, 3 times, so he has 3 chances to get an authentication error. Now I might decide that that's too little, or it might be too many. I may actually only want him to be able to attempt to log in twice. And to do that, I go onto the Nexus switch. If I say conft and run SSH login attempts, that was the command I was looking for last time. And I say 2. Basically, I only want, listen, you have 2 chances to log in. If not, then we're going to kick you out. So now if I do that SSH to 10.1.1.10, I attempt it once, I attempt it twice, and it kicks me out. That's the first one. So SSH login attempts is the first one. The second thing is I forgot to show you how to stop, if we reload the actual Nexus, to stop it dropping into the loader prompt. And to do that, from the config prompt, we say boot and Nexus boot flash, and then we put the Nexus image, which is noxos.9.3.3.bin, and press enter. This will take a while. Maybe this is where I have to times 10 the video until this comes up. Okay, and that is now showing us that if we were to reload the system, actually let's just do that, and then I will do a times 10 to show. So let me do a copy RS on this. Alright, gonna fast forward until it loads. And we're back to the login prompt without dropping into the loader prompt. So that works. The last thing that I want to show you guys is something called the checkpoint feature. Now we can run a checkpoint where it's like a rollback command, so the last known good running configuration. And to do that, all I have to do is say something like checkpoint I'm going to call this checkpoint 1. And it's now had a checkpoint for this stable running configuration. So if I was going to do some commands, and this next set of commands is a precursor to what's coming next. So we're going to run some layer 2 commands. If I say Ethernet 1/2 show interface brief. Okay, interface. Ethernet 1/2 switch port. Let's just say switch port mode access, and let's copy that. We're going to show the checkpoint. And we see that we've only got one checkpoint actually configured. Now what I want to do, I want to see the difference between what's in my checkpoint and the configuration that I've currently saved. So I saved it to the running configuration. And to do that, I would say show the difference in if we were to do a rollback between checkpoint, which is called checkpoint 1, and the running configuration. So I'm not sure what these ROM-on events are, but what I'm looking for is, all right, let's have a difference, show the difference in the rollback between checkpoint 1 and the running config. Oh, I've done it the wrong way around. Okay, so let me say between the running config and what I've got in checkpoint 1. So all I see are these no ROM-on events, which is not actually what I was looking for. I would expect to see what I had configured in Ethernet 1/2. So show run interface Ethernet 1/2. It's only got the switch port. Let's add some additional commands in there then. Interface Ethernet 1/2. No switch port. IP address of 13.13.13.13/24. No shut. Copy RS. Let's see what happens when I do that. Command again. Right, I'm going to start this again. 1 second. Let's see if I could get a better result now. So, copy one start. So we have a checkpoint. So I'm going to run a checkpoint here. Checkpoint, I'm just going to call it checkpoint 1. This is our checkpoint. Now, as an additional piece of the checkpoint, I'm going to change that interface. Interface Ethernet 1/2. Change the IP address to something different. 100.1.1.253/25. No shut. Copy, run start. Let's have a look at what's in the, show the difference between when we run our rollback patch between what's in checkpoint 1 and the running config. That's a lot better. That's what I was looking for. I'm not sure what happened with these ROM-on events. So the difference that we've got is that currently in our running config, we have the address of 100.1.1.253. And if I run those the other way around, so let's say running config versus checkpoint 1, it should show us what the address is previously. The checkpoint is called just called 1. Yeah, and we want that. We want it to revert back to having the IP address of 13.13.13.13. So to run that, we will say rollback our running config to checkpoint 1. And so when we run show run interface Ethernet 1/2 now, we see that the IP address is 13.13.13.13, and we just copy that, and our checkpoint has been successful. Okay, that's it for this video. The next video will be talking about layer 2 switching, so I'll see you in the next one.